It's that time, and what do you know? We've got another gaggle of good games hot and ready to go, so jump on in and join us for another hearty helping of Desura's weekly release highlights. In this week's episode, we've got ships, rocks, and pissed off bots all pleasantly lined up to meet your gaze, so instead of droning on for days, I'll say, let's get moving. Kraken Empire lets out a chromatic call for action shooter aficionados and Star Fox fans alike following its release of Kromaia, capturing the retro feel of games gone by and packaging them in a kaleidoscope of congregating colors and freely fluctuating motion. Kromaia is a game built for those with bullets to burn. Take control of a starship across sprawling levels filled to the brim with enormous swarms of enemies packing heat that would make Pele pass out, and attempt to unlock treasures and mysteries utilizing all the skills you can muster. Available on the Windows platform, Kromaia is currently in alpha development and can be purchased for $14.99 before it settles at $19.99 at its final release. Engage in a never-ending rightward quest to right the wrongs of a dastardly dragon in Loot Hero, the streamlined RPG experience on offer by Varrock TP. Storylines, cinematics, and writings of any sort can be damned as you try your hand at being the hero this cascading cadre of villages requires. Simple and quick to learn, Loot Hero is a time killer in which you, our armored heroes, sprint ever forward in a never-ending stream of golden gore to upgrade your gear and downgrade your enemies to the status of dead. Featuring multiple difficulty levels, a hefty helping of heroic gear, and bosses to be rapidly burned down, Loot Hero takes everything you love about RPGs and then creates a stirring ballad in which it attempts to convince you that it can all be achieved within 15 seconds of starting your quest. Those with the urge to be quick in a positive fashion can get Loot Hero for $3.99 on the Windows operating system. Welcome to the field, and I hope you've brought your appropriate vice for futuristic space mining, because in all honesty, you're gonna need it. Scavenger bursts onto the scene this week and gives gamers a peek at eking out a living as an asteroid ore miner, packaged purely in an aesthetic garnered from the wireframe graphics of the past. This title is a little bit Tron and a little bit rock and roll. If you can somehow find it in your digital soul to forgive my space mining punnery, Scavenger can be purchased for $1.99 on the Windows, Mac, and Linux operating system, so there's no excuse to get your rocks off today. Big bad bots are back at it again with the blasting and beating, and only you can stop them. After learning your grandfather's robotic buddies are running amok, you take to the field in a roaming adventure to work out why his legacy was lost. With enemies that actively hunt the player, Cypress Inheritance forces the player into the role of both explorer and quarry as they attempt to unravel the enigmas surrounding your family name. Available for the Windows and Mac platforms, Cypress Inheritance is available for $29.99. Sometimes simply arriving or setting out for your destination is an adventure in and of itself. Looking to capitalize on that fact is 3D duo's Mr. Travel. Unpacking a perilous pen of playable adventures and encouraging gamers to look before they leap, Mr. Travel is an assembly of mini games and choices which determine whether or not you return home with treasure or a severe case of the rigor mortis. Offering 7 scintillating civilizations, each poised to pounce with its own precarious perils, there's a lot to love in this little title, and so available for the Windows platform, Mr. Travel can be bartered for in exchange for $12.99. So get your bags packed today. Stay on course and throw off the old fear of vectors that your physics professors drilled into you in Vexel Games' release of Trace Vector. Simple at its core, yet a game which eludes a quick mastery, Trace Vector takes players into a variable light show of gaming entertainment, encouraging them to watch their fuel and break through the complex and often weird webs that it weaves. Node-nabbing newbies should note that the game is currently in pre-release and, while not complete, is turning out to be quite sweet, so accelerate on through and get Trace Vector for $9.99 for the Windows OS today. And with that said, it appears my list has taken a leap to the less than stock side. All out of offerings, I instead at this point ask if you enjoyed what we had for you this week and that you remember to like and subscribe to keep in the loop about everything moving, shaking, and breaking in the gaming world. Not enough? Feel like you need just a little bit more to get you through the day? Well, check out our website in the description to indulge to your heart's desire. As always, it's been a pleasure to have you here with us at Desura, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, everybody.